If you're a Star Wars fan, you probably know this game's reputation. I remember being so excited about getting this game because I loved the first one so much, but then I finished it in one evening and didn't even have the desire to play it again. Even when I was a dumb little 9-year-old, I sensed that there was a disturbance in the falls and thought to myself that something wasn't right here. I revisited it recently and oh boy, there are some things to talk about. Darth Vader arrives on Kamino to see how Starkiller's clone is doing? What a way to undermine the ending of the first game. I'm going to refer to this guy as the clone, alright? Alright. Thank you, me. This scene is bizarre as fuck. Vader says that the clone survived 13 days in isolation and he responds by saying that the Force gives him everything he needs, and Vader gets offended by that? Isn't it the dark side of the Force? Why would Vader react like that? And also, 13 days? The way they talk implies that he wasn't getting either food nor water. I looked for information if Force users can sustain themselves with just the Force, and no one actually knows. So basically he should be dead. What the hell is that reflection in Vader's helmet? It doesn't reflect the clone's face, which it should, but it reflects his whole body without the cuffs, which Vader hasn't removed yet. The clone keeps getting flashbacks of Starkiller's memories because of the accelerated cloning process. So why didn't the clones in Attack of the Clones have this problem? They also went through an accelerated cloning process. So now we have to fight some training droids. Remember the fact that these are droids. They are not people. This is a little tutorial. We have to attack the droid that looks like Juno with the attacks that are written on screen, and every time we do that the game flashbangs you. When we are done with this, the clone does this shit.
Wait! Don't!
Juno?
Yes.
Strike her down.
I can't!
You will. You were created to do my bidding.
Are you actually retarded? You clearly saw that she is not real. You can strike the droid down with no regrets. Vader is disappointed and the clone asks,
What will you do with me?
Now, can you guess what the following events will be? I'll give you some time. Have you guessed it? Well, probably not because you're not retarded. What flashback does he happen to get at this exact moment? Wow. What are the odds? So he zaps Vader with lightning, destroys a wall and jumps out. Why were there no safety measures taken to prevent this? Why the fuck did you give him 2 lightsabers? Because of the fucking title or the cover art? How is he able to escape so easily? Vader is too smart to allow such things to happen. We know that you have Sith acolytes that can use the Force to restrain him. We know that you have robots that can freeze him in an instant. Why are none of these things here? There is so many issues and this is the first 5 minutes of the game. It doesn't get any better. This following segment is something new. I would understand this being here if the game wasn't 4 hours long. I know that The Force Unleashed 2 had a troubled development and the team only had 9 months to make it. But if you have a tight schedule, shouldn't you focus on other more important stuff? I guess the animations are cool, but this segment is mechanically empty. You can literally just hold Force Lightning and nothing will happen to you. Well, there are some things that the sequel has improved. The targeting system is much better here. There are occasional goofs, but nowhere near the first game's level. We got some dismemberment, but we can only cut off arms, legs and the head, even though enemies should be turned into little chunks like in Metal Gear Rising. Is it nice that we got dismemberment? Yes, but if you wanted to do it, you should have gone all in on the idea, because right now it has the what could have been vibe. Well, basically this whole game has that vibe. The new animations for the two lightsabers are neat, I guess, but I will repeat myself. You could have worked on other more important things rather than adding another lightsaber. No one would care if you copied some things from the first game but gave us a more fulfilling experience. For example, look at these combinations. Why are they here? The X and A is basically a skip fight button for the more challenging enemies. And Y and B doesn't even fucking work.
We're down! Under fire. Copy. Pursue him!
What was the point of having these? You removed the aerial combos, so in this game you have no purpose to go up in the air. You removed lightning shield and gave us the Jedi mind trick, which is fucking useless. What is the point of the more advanced combos when enemies will either not give a shit about it or just die in one hit? The enemy design is just garbage, but we will get to each one along the way. Wow, Imperial Riot Troopers. I wonder what challenge they might impose. What the fuck? You literally just held that and it suddenly gained 10,000 tons because the clone grabbed it for a second? Let's repeat the question. Why is this here? It looks lame as fuck and serves no purpose. Okay, so as we escape, we have to somehow get past these force fields, so to do that, we need to destroy the screens that display an alarm and the clone's appearance. Remember the gate to Jabba's palace in the first game's DLC? How it made no sense that destroying these things opens it? Here it is somehow worse, because these things are just displays, so what the fuck? So Force Lightning was kind of OP in the first game, not gonna lie, but here it is completely useless against larger enemies because they don't even react to it unless you activate your Spartan Rage. I mean Force Fury. These robots are lame as fuck, they don't react to any of our attacks no matter how powerful, and they will continue to walk towards you no matter what you use. It might just be me, but these finishers look lame. Cutting the robot's arm off freezes it instantly? I'm not saying that this is a big issue, but in universe it seems like a big flaw in its design. Wasn't this the point in the timeline where the Empire was competent? Oh, I guess not. The AT-STs got a buff at least. They do more damage and don't get destroyed almost immediately. Why did you break the door? It would have opened for you. Hold on to the ship with the force. Oh, I forgot you couldn't do that back then. This was just the first level, holy shit. General Kota has been captured, and as of now he has been fighting in this arena for 7 days. Jesus, people in this game are durable as fuck.
You're running out of executioners, Baron.
How do you know that he is running out of executioners? Did you just want to sound cool? Well, this isn't the dumbest thing you have said. Yet. The clone is approaching Invader's ship, so the Baron orders to assemble a squad in the hangar. This is a landing pad, buddy, not a hangar. Shouldn't all of the Empire be on alert by now? I understand that this is a secret project, but you can just say that some dumb fuck stole Vader's ship. The clone asks where's the Jedi, and the Baron answers immediately. So you answered his question, and after that you ask for security codes? How did you grab that gun without the clone seeing it? Okay, he could have had it tucked in his pants and just put his hand back there, but his hand would still be behind his cape and not fully visible for this shot. Now we get to see the new parrying mechanic. Let me ask a question. Why would anyone wait to parry the rocket when you can grab it with the force and simply throw it and it's 10 times faster than parrying? The major question comes back. Why is this here? Again, let me clarify. If this game was fully completed, I would be happy that they gave us some new mechanics, but as it stands I keep wondering what were their priorities while developing this title. Why does destroying this robot reopen the bridge? Oh right, Sith Acolytes. They look cool and I'm sure they are very challenging opponents. Remember how I said that the X and A combo makes some enemies trivial? Ooh, now we get to fight one of these robots on equal ground. I'm sure they... What the fuck are these platforms? You know that feeling when a game feels gamey? Well, if a game does a good job of immersing you, you won't have that feeling. Of course, there are many games where that is not the case. In platformers like Crash Bandicoot or Mario, the traversal is the challenge and it keeps increasing throughout the game. Multiplayer games like Rocket League challenge you with simple mechanics that are hard to master and also challenge you with staying in champ. You're obviously not supposed to be immersed in this world and the story of Rocket League, but this is a story-driven Star Wars action game. The level design in the first game was stellar, but here I keep questioning why was this built this way, or why does this work that way, or why is every character in this game retarded? I mean, Cato Nemoidia looks gorgeous on surface, although it would have been great to actually see some citizens, the Baron said through speakers.
The city is on lockdown. Martial law is in effect. Please return to your home and lock your door.
But we never see anyone running or maybe hiding where we are close by. In the first game we got to see each planet's species. They would fight the Empire and us, and it made for a great experience. Here we only ever see the Empire and nothing else. Remember these guys? We don't see one of them on Camino. Listen, the fact that we only fight the Empire is not a bad thing on its own, but comparing the sequel to the first game, this one is lacking in enemy variety. Ooh, I found an outfit. Let's see what it looks like. Listen, I appreciate the effort, but come on. Why did you work on this instead of the more important issues? Baron, my dude, didn't you say that the architecture was expensive?
Troopers' lives are cheap, but that Nemoidian architecture is expensive.
Why are you actively destroying your own city? Also, weren't stormtroopers just regular people? Why would they continue to fight after hearing what he just said? Why do these stupid fucking villains always do this? Why didn't you just send off this tram like you did the other one? Oh my god, look in how much danger we're in. This is just pathetic. Well, after some time we get a boss fight with this gunship and holy shit is this terrible. Do you see how it destroys our cover? The fact that it starts to crumble would make you think that you have to change your cover, right? Well, no. You can just stand behind one of these and wait. Throw your lightsabers, deflect some rockets, rinse and repeat until you win. What happened here? Were you just trying to prolong the game? Don't you worry, this isn't the worst boss that we get in the game. So we get to the arena, the Baron orders to release this thing, and Kota meets the clone. How the hell did you manage to capture and imprison this thing? How in the world did you transport it? Fine, whatever, this is like problem 4057. First of all, how is Kota able to contact us instantly? Wouldn't he need some sort of device to do that? A device which he shouldn't have because he was imprisoned? Second of all,
tell me you still use the same comm channel.
I hear you.
Good timing. I don't know how much more I could take.
No time, General. What the hell is this thing?
I have no idea, but it's big.
That's perceptive for a blind man. Now, how do I kill it?
I'm not sure you can.
What fucking comm channel? You didn't remember that you can throw your lightsabers a moment ago, but you remember what comm channel the real Starkiller used? What the fuck? Weren't you the guy that in the last game said that size means nothing?
Into the cannon.
What? You're insane. It's massive.
You're a Jedi, boy. Size means nothing to you. Reach out with the Force and grab that ship, or you will die on this trash heap.
Jesus Christ, this fight is long. It takes around half an hour to go through it on your first playthrough. Now, before you say anything, there obviously isn't a time limit to how long a boss fight should be. It would be fine if it was any good. I am 100% certain that just by looking at this thing you can guess what its attacks are. Slam with one hand, slam with two hands, slam with one hand and then slide it across the arena and scream. If we damage its hand enough, we can spam force push to lock the arms and then slam its head on the ground. Remember how in the last game you fought a boss and at the end of the fight you got a cool finisher in the form of a quicktime event? Well, not here. It's probably due to the development cycle being so fucking short, but holy shit. And ooh, this isn't the worst offender, but we will get to that later. Did you forget to put in sound effects again? So if it screams at you, you will fall down, but the stormtrooper is just fine? Maybe he is the chosen one, and maybe we will get to see that in Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy. I can't believe I actually said that. I know that this is for the boss fight, but if this beast can destroy this whole arena, wouldn't this tiny bridge collapse from one strike with its hand? Oh, it falls apart right when we step off it. That's just great. Great. Lovely. Wow, the Garog is so thoughtful. He created a perfectly aligned path for us to cross. How sweet of him. What the fuck was that? Am I playing Lego Star Wars? The good one, I mean. Wait, he fell into your throat and you did the bite after that? This boss just keeps dragging and dragging. This is another one of those falling sequences and I guess it's slightly better than the first one. Here at least we don't have unlimited force power, so I guess it's slightly more challenging, but we went from stomping on a snail to stomping on an ant. The clone kills the beast, Kota summons the rogue shadow and they escape. This scene between them is actually pretty good, for the most part. I have an issue with this sentence.
We're at war and you want a quiet place to think? The Alliance will be destroyed while you're wandering the forests of Kashyyyk or exploring the caves of Dagobah.
It's oddly specific, especially the part about Dagobah. He says the planet's name as if it was widely known in the universe. It's so weird that Kota mentions Dagobah and the clone wants to immediately go there. I guess the writers couldn't think of a way to shoehorn in the Yoda cameo. Vader hires Boba Fett to kidnap Juno so that the clone will follow.
I'll need a squadron of stormtroopers. They won't be coming back.
Why won't they be coming back? Maybe they will succeed with their mission? That's an odd line. Oh, so now you can fit giant robots in this room. We land on Dagobah and my god, this is embarrassing. Why is this even on the level select screen? We literally have to walk a few steps, get a cutscene and the level ends. We meet fucking Yoda. And what he says is actually kinda helpful to the clone. I'm glad that he stayed in character. The clone's outfit changes randomly and he gets a vision of the other clones begging him for help. This vision was probably tied to the whole theme of identity loss, but the game fails to explore that. After that, he sees a vision of the future where Juno's ship is under attack and she runs away. The clone tries to grab her. My man, why do you keep doing this? This is the second time that you knew she is not real and for some unknown reason you think she is there. This exchange between the clone and Yoda is kinda neat. I can't play it for you because the YouTube gods will strike me down. Alright, we get to the fleet with Kota. You might think that when we were on Dagobah for 2 fucking minutes, he just stayed in the ship. It turns out that the clone actually dropped him off somewhere on the planet Malasteh to then go to Dagobah, to then come back for Kota, to then go to the fleet. This just seems unnecessarily complicated. I don't get why the writers put this in here.
You still don't believe that I'm a clone?
I don't know. But I'm beginning to think it doesn't matter.
What? What do you mean it doesn't matter? The real Starkiller sacrificed his life for you, and you think it doesn't matter that he was cloned and was going to be used against you?
We have to reach the bridge!
All hands! We've lost power to several areas of the ship!
I knew this was gonna happen. We should have warned her.
You didn't warn them? Kota literally says that visions like the one that the clone had were rarely wrong.
Stay on guard. A powerful glimpse of the future like you experienced is rarely wrong.
Why didn't you warn them? Oh, Proxy is here. I'm so happy that he's in this game for all of a minute. Proxy warns us about Boba Fett and Ruff. Okay, so why is the thing that is required for opening the door right next to it, and why is it so easy to take out? On our way we fight some new enemies with great controls. Did this shit inspire MGR? Well, at least MGR is 1,000 times better than this game, so there's that. The game basically tells us to spam Force Ripples to win. Just great design, guys.
General, I've seen these terror droids before. Vader's developing them on Kamino.
Yeah, they are terrorizing my fucking thumb. She's just laying in some random room knocked out? We can't get to her because of this one laser door in the entire ship. I am losing my fucking mind here. These guys just disappear and try to surprise you. We just have to wait for them to appear and kill them. They can't do anything after hitting them once. They also have Grievous masks for some reason. Sometimes they will fall over and appear to you. What the fuck is this? Okay, you see them. Grab Boba. Grab Boba. Grab Boba. What the fuck are you doing? Hey, you see that holocron over there? Yeah, you can't get that. With great attention to detail.
There's something there.
Yeah, I can see. What the fuck was that fall? Alright, so how is this ship built? You go into a room where you can jump down a hole to this place? I'm guessing that it generates power, but if that's true, then what is the point of these tiny generators next to the doors? And what are these thingies? They generate shields that can kill you around them for a few seconds? Did any thought actually go into designing how all of this looks and works? Look at this example. Let's say that someone needs to fix something here, and if the little shields turn on, they will die instantly. Then we go down another hole and land in a regular corridor. Who the fuck built this ship? How do people traverse it? In the universe, someone built this ship like this for some stupid fucking reason. Now we get these bigger robots that also have Grievous masks. I still can't get over the fact that they are called terror droids and terror troopers. I guess Shadow was already taken. Oh my god, it's the fire spray? How does a giant robot like this one just sneak around? It even looks at the clone like it's laughing at the fact that he didn't see it. You know, there are moments in media when you are wondering, how did we get here? What is our purpose on this cruel, cruel world? The robot lured us into the one room where it can be destroyed. And don't fucking tell me that it was just going somewhere. It was literally waiting for the clone to follow. You have a boss called Terror Walker and you make it lame as fuck. The name itself is already edgy enough. Destroy its shield and attack it. It can't do anything. Then continue to attack it while it's down. It still can't do anything. Repeat twice and you win. Ho ho ho, but wait, there's more. When you defeat it, you get to ride it for a minute and destroy some robots. The controls are so fucking garbage and you will struggle with even hitting anything you want. The cutscenes in the game look beautiful even today, and on the technical side, the game is an improvement. It runs very smoothly and there's no stuttering or frame drops. You get a thumbs up for that. Alright, these guys. The running animation is exactly the same as ours, but other than that, I wonder what challenge will they bring to the table. Why do I even bother with this? What made you think adding this combination to the game wouldn't break combat? Other games have stuff like this. For example, the Arkham games have a combination that allows for instant knockouts, but there you have to earn the right to instantly knock out an enemy by fighting and getting your combo meter to a certain number. Here you can just spam this shit and nothing can stop you.
I'm lifting the lockdown. Now get up here to the bridge.
Shouldn't the lockdown also include the hangar doors? You know, so that enemies can't get in? We get to a different engine room and now we have to actively destroy parts of it to progress. Isn't that a little counterproductive? Listen, I know that later on we are going to crash the ship, but as of now, this isn't the plan. And what the fuck is this room? There are flames coming out of the ground. Weren't people working here? I guess the ice robots didn't pan out, so now we get fire. They are virtually the same, except the ice ones were actively preventing us from going on our way by freezing us. You shoot fireballs that we can somehow throw back. So fire consists of oxygen, heat and fuel. How can we grab that? I'm fine with being able to somewhat control it, but holding a fireball in midair seems weird. I'd like to say that the AI was improved, but fucking hell it wasn't. Come on little guy, you can get me. Is the other one shy? Come on. Oh, there you go. Oh no, the first one got out. What am I to do? Oh, you almost got me. Come on, you can do it. Oh, so close. Jesus Christ, this is an embarrassment. The main cannon is shot as soon as we kill all of the enemies. You might think that this doesn't seem very convenient, but just you wait. The clone loads the thing with his hand by using both lightning and finishing it off with a force push. It fires so powerfully that it breaks a Star Destroyer in half. If this cannon is that powerful, why wasn't it utilized until now? And don't tell me you can't do this without the force, cause I don't believe you. So the rebels can't get through the shields with what they have now, so the clone decides to crash the Star Cruiser on Kamino because the shields are not strong enough to withstand a projectile that big. Wait, so you're telling me that the rebels could have just dropped one of their ships on top of the shield on Endor? Wow, I see this is a predecessor to the Holdo maneuver. We get more quick time events and after that we just need to wait a bit until we land. The ship crashes and TIE fighters spawn out of it? What? So the clone does this shit. Can you believe me if I say that it keeps getting worse? Well, if you do, then you are in for a treat, because it does. It's weird that we can only destroy these cannons when we get close to them. I thought size and distance didn't matter, but I guess not. Okay, now, pay close attention. Look at the thing that I am holding. Do you see the same things further? They are kinda strangely placed, aren't they? Well, let's see what happens when we destroy them and walk further.
Security forces to your station.
Wow. Just wow. Simply incredible. Kota helps us get across, the clone needs to find a way to get to Juno, and he walks away.
Starkiller, I know you want to find Juno, but we need your help. One Jedi could turn the tide of any war.
Why do you keep calling him Starkiller? I'm not talking about the fact that this is a clone, but the name Starkiller was his code name when he was working for Vader. His actual name was Galen. We get to fight some more incredible enemies. Thankfully, you can just skip this section by running away.
I know how you feel about her, but she's just one officer. We're going to lose the entire rebellion if you don't help us.
No, you won't. Since getting on Kamino we have been doing fine, and you know that the clone is going for Vader. If you get him, you pretty much won, so shut the fuck up. Also, the entire rebellion? You are insane if you brought the entire rebellion here. We get some platforming with some enemies hopelessly trying to stop us. At one point we even get back the guys that are invisible. Their whole purpose is to surprise you and you can just run away from them. We really needed a pre-rendered cutscene for riding an elevator. So now we get a actually mostly good scene. I don't get how Vader is teleporting himself, what seems to be an ability that could be useful in many other situations, but other than that, the acting is stellar and the sound design is great. Even the dialogue doesn't suck absolute ass. They managed to actually create a sequence of events that could have worked if the rest of the story wasn't absolute shite. Now we get a boss fight with Vader and holy shit is it disappointing. Vader will mostly block your attacks, but sometimes, if you get lucky, he will try to hit you. Other than that, the legendary Darth Vader constantly runs away from you and brings out other unfinished Starkiller clones to fight you. Why do these clones have lightsabers inside their vats? Also, are all Starkiller clones proficient in using 2 lightsabers? The real Starkiller only used 1, and these guys are supposed to be his clones, meaning exact replicas. It doesn't make any sense that they would use 2. We get an excessive amount of quick-time events in this fight. Can I fight you, please? Maybe now? Still no? Okay, now? No, again? Maybe now, please, I fucking beg you, I want to fight you. Please, you're Darth Vader, you're supposed to be cool. Well, at least you were at this point. The fight with you should be incredible, but this one is just so horrendous. Okay, listen to this. After damaging him enough, he runs away again and threatens the clone with killing Juno.
Find and kill General Kota. If you refuse, the woman dies. You will return to me and give yourself to the dark side. If you resist, she dies. And when your training is complete, you will hunt down and execute the rebel leaders. If you fail, she dies.
Did you hear the words that came out of his mouth? Alright, so Juno tries to attack Vader and he decides to kill her. What the fuck? I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Let's just carry on. Well, we just had a lot of QuickTime events, so now it's time for some QuickTime events. So I know that Vader doesn't channel lightning from his hands, but he is projecting it from these pylons to strike the clone. Wasn't it canon then, and isn't it canon now, that lightning fucks with Vader's suit? So how can he do this? You know, we just had some QuickTime events again, so let's get some more QuickTime events. Hey, you wanna know a funny thing about this final one? You don't even have to press it. Pressing Y just makes it go slightly faster.
Then we'll execute him.
Whoa, execute him? Listen, I understand that Vader would probably get the death penalty, but not even a trial? Weren't you the good guys?
He'll hunt me forever.
He is the only one who knows if Starkiller really survived.
Huh. I could swear that in this exact same game you said that it didn't matter. Alright, we get a choice now. In the good ending, the clone spares Vader, obviously, and Proxy says that he can't revive Juno, meaning she is dead. Wait, no, you can't do this shit. Fuck off. Fuck right off with this. I'm done, fuck this stupid fucking game, I'm done. Proxy, these are literally your best friends. And you're just walking away from them? Doesn't the fact that Proxy's arm is cut off indicate that we shouldn't see Leia's arm here? The clone and Vader have a little chat. Juno and the clone go into lightspeed, we see Boba Fett going after them, and we're done. In the dark side ending, a different clone of Starkiller appears out of literally nowhere, kills the clone that we were playing as, kills everyone else, and goes off into the galaxy to destroy the rebellion. Thankfully, I'm finally done with this game. Oh wait, there's more. We got some challenges, some traversal ones, some combat ones. We get costumes and cinematic comics that show how the clone was born. These were probably last-ditch efforts to prolong this game. I know that there is still the Endor DLC, but it is not available digitally, so The Force Unleashed 2 can fuck right off. I can't believe that this is the sequel to The Force Unleashed. I love the first one so much, and this? What the fuck is this? Don't play it, don't buy it, forget that this game exists. It is not worth your time and it definitely doesn't deserve your money.